I have spent $0 on marketing. Now, here's the setup I run right now. It's very simple, very plain. I do outreach, we do organic social, and we get referrals through word of mouth. That is it. Here's what I've replaced doing paid ads with. So there's 3 channels, and they're all free to do. They just require your time and your effort and some of your mental stability. So speaking of that, starting with outreach. So cold email, cold calling, going door to door, and warm outbound. To break these down really quickly, if you don't know what they are, cold email, I send an email to somebody who's within my ideal customer profile. And if they fit everything that we typically service those types of customers and those people dealing with what they're going through, or they fit that structure, I'll send them an email. I do that at scale. If you want to know how, you can ask me. My contact information is available at the end. I do cold calling, call up businesses in the area that fit that ICP, see if there's anything else we can help them with, and cold calling from there, door to door, walk into those businesses, so that way I get some actual face time with them, and I can hand them something like a flyer style packet with 3 pages showing a little bit more detail about what we do. And warm outbound, talking to people who I've met at networking events and saying, hey, it was nice meeting you, let me know a way that I can support you, and if you want to do the same, that would be great. And we just make a connection through there. Okay? Number 2, not outreach, but organic social media. This will get us some brand recognition. So if somebody sees our logo or sees our video, they actually recognize it, and they know who we are, they know the types of videos we post, and they know the service that we offer, and to who. We get that as the end goal instead of what we started with, which is a random post by somebody they don't recognize and they keep scrolling. Okay? Public engagement. So people that actually like it, they share it, people are saving it, those types of vanity metrics, but it shows that there's some sort of change from when you started from nothing. I'm talking about those who have started rock bottom, okay? And local authority. It shows us in Calgary. It's YYC this, YYC that. Okay, Calgary, 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 everywhere. And connecting with others. We get comments, and then we can like those comments, respond to the comment, and send a DM. Or I just shoot DMs. Oh, let me restart this. Or I just shoot DMs to those who I know would fit our ideal customer profile. There we go. We're back up and running. Okay, so I connect with others that way. And number 3, referrals. Now this is that sweet, sweet nectar that you get when you really invest in your relationships. So for referrals, I go to networking events. Me and Catherine, we will go to events that are free. We try to, because you get the best ROI, obviously. And there's no risk if it's not really your vibe type of place. But networking events, we talk to lots of people. Reactivating dormant relationships. Those people who I haven't talked to in a month and a half or 3 months, reactivating it, and they go, oh, hey, Mark, yeah, I was actually thinking about you the other day. I have a friend who just opened a new nail salon. I think you should check them out. Her name is Vanessa. I will connect you with her. I'll shoot you over her email. That stuff happens. It's real. Generating warm introductions to new prospects. That happens a lot as well. So same thing that I just mentioned, an introduction. Introductions are so big in the term of referrals. So reactivating dormant relationships can reactivate the light they have, and they say, you know what, now's the time, or they can refer you, like I just mentioned there. So here are the numbers. New introductions. From the start till now, we've easily been introduced back and forth through different ways. I'm talking about how I did for these 3 steps. All in all, in the last little bit, it's been 17 new introductions, okay? Over the last roughly 90-day window, actually it's more like 60-day to be honest, but driven almost entirely by reactivated relationships and referrals, not just by cold outbound. So that's amazing. That's the difference when you really do put in time in those relationships and you genuinely care. And this is the big hitter. Our cost per lead has been nothing. Usually what you have to do is you look at the math and you say, okay, 17 new introductions, divide that by how much is my customer acquisition cost versus what's the LTV. And then you can say, okay, how much is it costing me per introduction? And that's the number you get. But with how we're getting these introductions, it's costing us nothing. So every single lead that comes in costs nothing but time, no platform fees, no creative spend. We're not hiring another agency to help us out, ironically. And that's why the numbers moved. So the leads that came in organically were warmer by default because they already know you a bit. It's different if you have a cold call, somebody says, no, I'm not interested, but I know a buddy, and he gives you the number and you call that person. you're a little bit warmer, but you're still pretty cold to them. But somebody who's seen your face, seen your humor, seen your style, see what you care about, sees you and what you offer just like that, well, they're going to be warmer by default, okay? Paid traffic, by contrast, does arrive cold. You're interrupting somebody who didn't ask to hear from you. That's the truth. You want to buy that attention and steal it, so that way you're taking them from here over to here when they're in that scrolling feed, which 80% of people are doing nowadays. Heck, 99% of people. So organic leads closed at a higher rate because the trust was already there. So what's been hurting and what is not great? Well, this experiment wasn't a success story with no asterisks, that's for sure. It's exhausting. Paid ads do run while you sleep. Organic does not whatsoever. Maybe you schedule posts, but it's a little different. You don't just make a few clicks when you're doing ads, and the Andromeda effect will optimize itself. It's a little different. So every single thing required a human decision. And $0 is a trap if you are early. That being said, if you don't have an existing network, past clients to call, or a reputation that precedes you, organic channels have nothing to amplify. So yes, you're running things which are great, but without paid ads, you're not able to take the stuff that works and boost it up. So you need some level of existing trust. That's the grind. That's the hard start, okay? Now this worked because there was already somewhat of a foundation. So from what we tried the first month or so, then we expanded on that, went to more events, talked with more people, spoke to those who we connected with because we tried hard, we went through the uncomfortable bits. We're still going through them right now. We're going to keep doing what's working, and we're going to expand on that. And that's how we're getting the growth, okay? So the lesson, you got to earn it, like I was just talking about. Build trust firstly, then you prove it. So you take that, that Google review, that testimonial, those people you spoke with, and you use that, you multiply it, then you use paid ads to scale what you already have, which is working. So before, paid ads is the only way you get customers. You turn on the spend, you get leads, and you close deals. Organic, it's nice to have, but it's hard to measure. That's no longer the case anymore. Now, paid is a multiplier. It's a starter. It scales what's already working. That's what we do at MNC Creative Co. If we are handling businesses' social media, so that way they can grow, what we'll do is we'll take the best performing pieces of content, then we'll run that as an ad. We don't make a separate line of creative just for ads. We don't do that. There's no point. So, earn one organic conversation first. Prove the message, the offer, and the close before you pour fuel on it. Like I said, the ones that work. Then you multiply it. All right? So, an open question to leave off with. I want to know, what is your industry? I'll tell you the one $0 channel that I would personally start with for you. If you want some opinion, I will give it. All right? Thank you for staying by till the end of the video, because every single industry has one organic channel that does typically punch above its weight. One of them works better than others. Ours is cold call with a free offer, which then obviously we see who's qualified and we go from there. It's not going to be the same if it's B2B or consulting or local or service-based businesses or any other industry. This is a mistake that I made at the start. Using all three channels the exact same and trying to do that across all the different industries. It doesn't work as well as you want it to, and you think something's broken, but really it's your approach that's broken. Okay? Drop your industry in the comments, and I'll reply directly, and I will talk to you. All right? Shoot me a message. Okay? My name is Mark Perry. I'm the co-founder and CEO of MNC Creative Co. We help businesses grow using social media, so that way they get their time back and they're not spending time posting on TikTok or Reels or anything like that. If you have any questions, there's my contact info. This is the area we service. We help out Calgary, as I mentioned, Okotoks, Cochrane, Banff, and Canmore. All right? Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye-bye.